Alright friends, let's try this again. This is what happens. I try to plug in a new device, use it, make things faster, better, and then no matter how much you test it, it don't care. It doesn't work. But that's for another problem for another time. So, the Dream 18 commercial and home edition event. If you weren't with us short time ago for a few minutes, same course on both the home and commercial side, but just a different setup. So on the commercial side, it is 20-man contest. On the home edition side, it is 25-man contest. But the nice thing about these set of holes is it's not always going to be easy. It's not always going to be tough. Setups can vary a lot. At least they should. And it'll keep you on your toes here. So, shout out to, who is that in Boise? I'm not sure who that is in Boise, but hole out on one. Put them in the lead here. Now, some of these holes are going to be tough. Like, for example, this one, 388. This is probably one of the longer looks I think I've personally ever seen. Actually might be pretty good. I'll take it. I'll probably miss the putt, but hey, we know how that goes. Rick, thanks for joining us from YouTube. Now, the one downside to this that I'm just now realizing is that because we have a max set on here and I had to quit out of the first one, probably should have thought that through a little bit longer. But I didn't want you guys to join in and me be on like hole 3. It just felt very odd. Nick Koopman, thank you for joining us. Oh, that is why I do not go to the short green very often. Usually go far right, but I thought I'd be safe with that tee. Maybe not. D-Dod, I'm glad that you were entertained. That's what I try to do. I will get my camera set up in here, although, again, my room is small and messy, but hey. At least you get to see my face, which makes my terrible shots all the more better when you can see how flustered I get by them. But we'll work on that. Gotta find my USB hub. Oh man, this is not going to be good, is it? Working on some fun ideas for next week's Wednesday, typically called Blackout Wednesday. You know, the holiday, before the holiday of Thanksgiving, although very different Thanksgiving than probably ever for a lot of people, myself included. But hopefully with some golden tea and my terrible chipping with some weird shader issues, hopefully we can keep you a little bit in the positive spirit. So the plan today is we'll play through some of these commercial games, and then tomorrow we'll bring you a preview. Oh, shit. We will bring you a preview. We're going to chalk this up as a bad game. Can't DNF because there's only a few contests I can play today. But we might actually, we might get there soon. Hole 7, which is ironically number 7 from Rattlesnake, not the hole that you want to screw up because our wonderful friend Jim Z, when we brought this course to Golden Tee Live, they never changed the drop spots, which let me tell you, from Golden Tee 4, when you go to put it in the water off the tee, it was much easier to get it there than it is now. John Tortora, good to hear from you, my friend. The other thing I like about this course is that with these setups, there's a lot of variety. Again, at least there should be. 8 after 8 bombs is not really what I was hoping to have here. Man, this par 3 from... oh, is that actually going to go in? I did not think that would be anywhere near the cup. But hey, I'll take those shotties. I'm going to need it for my terrible score. But the idea is that we will be doing a lot more streaming of Golden Tee. This hole, I hated including this on there, but I kind of loved it. It makes it tough. I mean, here's the thing. A lot of these events courses are pretty easy. I want you guys to have fun, but I also want to challenge you. So hopefully you're not too mad at me. And clearly, I have no problems embarrassing myself. So this week, we've got the Par 5 Freaky Friday. I told you guys about it a little bit last week. Should be a lot of fun. Not necessarily all drivable holes, but there is a strong influx of drivable holes. Shout out to the Fringe there for making me safe and not in the water. But there's a couple of fun Par 5s, that you know, 2-shot Par 5s. And then, of course, you know, we can't not include a bunch of fun drivable Par 5s. This hole is also a lot of fun because this might be the most wide variety tee box hole in Golden Tee history. I believe it was actually, what was it, Brandon Robinson who messaged me yesterday in between some of our invites and said, I'm not sure whose dream this is, but they've got a problem. And I agree, that's hilarious. Just because some of these holes get tough, and you got to work for it. Now this one, I'm probably going to... Oh no, we're actually dry. Happy to report we're dry. And somehow I must be in a Kevin Lindsay specific bracket because I'm not seeing too many of the top dogs here, which is good for me. Also just love this hole from Falcon Sands. It's on the green with a 2-day journey to the cup. Golfer 1 trying for eagle. Also love when I make left up 8 putts. Alright, now this one you guys have watched me fail miserably on too many times. And I don't want to make it sound like I'm not going to do the same again here, but we're going to try our best. And we get... That was definitely an invisible leaf. Yeah, I don't know.
He'll be lucky to hit the ball from this line.
Ooh, right on to the tree. That's pretty good.
Missed the fairway, but it's still okay.
Should have went with backspin. Not really sure why I thought roll would be good.
Wow, hold it. There's a nice piece of work.
Oh, look at our old friend, the random clear blue screen, or clear blue sky for no reasons back. That's good. Hopefully this goes in. Oh, that was a bit... Oh, that's a weird bounce. For being super spin, I'm not really sure why that bounced so poorly. Alright, this is another one of those holes that I absolutely hate, but I kind of love to hate because it's such an ass kicker. Now, thankfully... Alright, I'm on the rough, which is going to make this one a little bit of a bitch, but much better here than as if I was in the sand bunker, which somehow I avoided again. I'll take that.
Golfer 1. I love it. Eagle 3.
Alright. Well, somebody's doing much better than all of us because they are in second place after hole 12.
Teeing off for the final time today.
Now, this hole, Sunnywood 18, this one is real tough. This is actually, I'm actually really glad this set up nicely because I couldn't handle going in the water another time. That 20, not going to hold up at all. But that is kind of your first look here at this week's commercial event. Still trying to figure out what our plans are for next week. With the holiday, with shutdowns, all kinds of stuff. So we'll, I'll definitely keep you updated as we hear more about that.
Coconut Beach. Hello, friends. I'm Jim Nance, and welcome to Golden Tee Golf. Next up, Golfer 1.
Was really hoping to get a nice drivable look here on 1 from Coconut, but that's probably not going to happen for a while. So I know this is a little bit different for a lot of people. I mean, you're just used to...
Below it.
Golfer 1, hold it. That's in the hole. Great birdie.
Yeah, so with 20 people dollar in the prize pool, it is,
Ready to tee off. It's Golfer 1.
I would say, I don't want to say it leans heavy towards the top. Oh, I came at that too hot. Maybe? Maybe not?
Way over. A little bounce and a stop.
Golfer 1 on the green, trying for eagle.
So 10, 6, 3, and 1 are the prize payouts for this week's commercial event.
Let's watch the tee shot of Golfer 1.
And apparently we're just breaking out all the tough looks here. And don't you worry, I'm just going to go straight into Sand Trap.
Yep, I'm stuck in the sand. Peter, what do you think?
A full swing would be too much here, Jim.
See if I can get some shot points out of the sand. Nope.
Nice shot, right by the flag.
Golfer 1 looking at a birdie.
Beatman, thanks for joining us.
Golfer 1 at the tee.
Alright. I'm very tempted. Actually, you know what? What the hell? Yeah, I knew that wasn't going to get there, but I wanted to do it anyways.
That's not what you want to see.
Rick, I mean, I guess it really depends on what kind of contest it is. You know, we have par 3 contests where it's going to be pretty even for everybody. A contest like this, the scores are not going to be much more than 20, 25. I would love... Damn, I went too far right, left. I would love to break these down into divisions, but there's just not...
It's in.
there's just not enough play right now just because of everything with COVID. Now this one, I don't think you can get the 3. Well, I think you can get the 3-wood over. You just got to crush it a bit.
He went above and beyond with that shot.
Golfer one with a look.
And the only problem with crushing it is then you have to worry about that.
One with this. Birdie. Ready to tee it up.
Alright, here is where we're not going to screw up, and we're just going to play it safe. We're going to high tee a 3-wood. That's going to hopefully land on the green. Okay, not on the green, but I'm okay with that. I'll take a double eagle. Much better than like the double bogey I probably took.
Some skills, Jim.
I don't know, we need to see a replay there, but
Golfer one at the tee.
and I think I might need to bring back my Zero Hybrid for this hole in particular. It's tough because with the new tees from the 2018 courses,
One. It's in.
a lot of those looks are much shorter on Safari.
Golfer one on tee.
Okay. Not what I was hoping for,
Short little chip.
but also not as bad as I thought. So I just got, I got a little aggressive on that chip because I didn't like the 6-wood.
Golfer one.
No, so Gravy, the commercial events still cost the same because the cost is on the operator sets up the cost. Our portion of the event is always $1.
Buried in the tall grass, Jim.
It's what the operator charges to actually participate in an event. That's a variable they set. We can't control that. We just control our take of it, which is $1 in basically just like 50-man for the dollar prize pool.
What do you think, Peter? Will the wind be trouble?
He's got a heavy wind in his back. Should see some added distance here.
All right, that could have gotten a little better. Could have been a little worse.
He's got the eagle.
And I think just because these contests are filling up here as it's early afternoon and people are getting out of work, what I might do is switch over to some invitational contests really quick because I know Brandon Robinson is probably watching this live, dying to be featured.
Heading back towards the hole. Golfer one at the eagle putt. It drops in.
So what we'll do is we will play this course out.
Ready to tee off. It's golfer one.
This might not be what he wants.
A little shorter than I was hoping.
Better, but this'll work.
But the nice thing is at least this pin's in the far back, so I don't have to worry as much about hitting the water. This is probably one of the friendlier setups you'll get here on Bella 13.
Golfer one. Ready to hit.
Alright, now this is a tough pin because it's all the way in the back right, so I'm going to try my low driver. It's going to hit the top of this, and it's going to bounce by pretty quick. Man, I should hit that just a little harder.
Oh my goodness.
Golfer one with the eagle putt. Golfer one from the tee box.
Alright, we're going to try this again. Hey, look at that. I finally figured it out. And then I hit just enough branches that are going to push me backwards, probably into the water. Well, not into the water, but, well, let's see how this goes.
Golfer 1 on the dance floor. It's in for a birdie 3.
Wow, alright, so this actually can add up pretty well in score if you don't totally suck like I do most of the time. Let's try... Now this is gonna... I'm probably gonna screw this up completely. Low T. Come on, just give me some form of the green. Little green. Alright, no green.
It's stuck in that rough.
And a shitty chip. So that's not gonna help very well.
Golfer 1 and there's a birdie opportunity. And now the tee shot of
Now this is always beautiful when you have a win like this on 17 of Highland. Just bam, boom. Hit it as hard as you can. Now you still have a tricky second shot, absolutely, because of this left 9 and also these pot bunkers and also the wind. Oh, just a little bit too slow. Alright, so you're looking at actually probably a 30. This course, could you get you a 30 under on it? A little better than I expected.
tee off for the last.
Alright, now this is where you get into the uckery of Sunnywood. And this is where I should have put a high tee and not a medium tee, because that not gonna work. Also, I've never really cut a 5 hybrid like that to chip, but I didn't really have too many options, because otherwise you're gonna end up... Oh, bullshit. Otherwise you'll end up in the water. Or you'll do that and you'll get lip jagged and then you're chipping in for bogey. So, Stu Fox, thanks for joining us. We'll see how that goes. That could have went a lot better. And actually, I don't want to play another event. We're going to switch over to a couple of invitational contests.
Golden Tee Golf. Identification time. Let's check in. Under sunny blue skies, it's golf from Dusty Finn. Welcome to Golden Tee
Alright, so now we are playing invites against Brandon Robinson, who is watching this and playing these invites at the same time, which is probably illegal. But we'll let him slide. Dusty Bend's an interesting course. It's fun, it could be scoreable, and you could also screw it up royally.
Golfer 1 with a birdie putt. Golfer 1 at the tee.
Also, really quick, just because I got you guys all watching here, hole 2 of Dusty, generic par 4. I mean, I don't even want to call it generic par 4. It's just a par 4, but super interesting. I mean, there's so much more to it than really meets the eye,
The fairway is good.
and I don't know if it gets as much love as it probably should. But hopefully, since I've been playing crappy Golden Tee the last couple days on invites, hopefully because I'm live streaming, I will pull some magic out and not be so terrible.
Golfer 1 on tee.
Not gonna hold my breath, but you never know.
This will bite.
Solid start. Was kind of hoping for an ace there, but that's all right.
Golfer 1 on tee.
thank God. I was really concerned about the 5-wood there. I was worried about
Be more safe.
Call for one. And eagle.
not being able to reach it there.
On tee now. Call for one.
Now this hole, by the way, absolutely sucks. If you can crush this to get past this on that second fairway, which I don't know if I've ever actually done, you got to do it because I've definitely lost a couple of invitational contests on this course because of this early. I don't want to call it a simple par 4. Oh, come on. These 6-footer, no shotties. Oh, 6-5, even better.
Ready to tee off. It's call for one.
Although I will say this is a nice setup so far.
Dial 8 for long distance.
A lot of rare opportunities to just kind of blast.
If you don't
Your
adjust,
tee
you're
shot.
sailing over.
Oh, stop for shotties at least. Oh, good. 7 putts in for 6. That's weird. I really thought that would have been a 6-footer for sure. Hole 7 here. This is such a tough shot. This is also probably one of the worst pins I've ever seen on it, or ever saw, depending on how you want to wordsmith it. Oh, that's not going to be good.
This slide just stinks, Jim.
Oh, come on.
It's in.
Well, that sucks.
Ready at the tee. It's call for
And I gotta say, this is also one of those underrated par 4s that I probably shouldn't have got as aggressive at,
Push this one back up. Back to ball for one.
but I'll take it.
On the green fringe. What finesse. Call for one. Up at the tee.
And for those of you that might not know, Dusty is one of those older courses where the scoring really wasn't too crazy. You'd have a few really good setups. Depending on what you did here, which I always forget, the best course of action. This one, like if you can sneak it in like that, great. Problem is, if you land in the drive-through area, you're SOL, and it's out of bounds. So it's like that tough,
Ready at the tee.
it's that tough balance of do you try to go for it, and how cute do you get with it. Another hole that's pretty fun is this one, because that's probably the first time I've actually shot between the house and the barn in, I don't know, probably 5 years.
That could be real trouble.
Now we are coming up, I think it's 12 or 13 maybe, one of the tough quote-unquote par 5s. Sometimes can be, you know, can be pretty nice on this course. Really depends. Did I hit that soft enough? Kind of. And then what I'll do this week too is I'm gonna get, because now that I've got some of my stuff, my gear from the office here, what I'll do is get a I'll get some graphics together, and then, you know, basically give you all the information you need to add me on the GT Caddy app so you can send some invitational contests as well. And we'll start doing some of these invitational contest streams as time goes on. Especially when I don't get to hang out and talk to Adam as much anymore. I got to fill my time, you know. All right, this is the hole I was talking about. You can go up and over this, but you got to be careful If you just go like this, you don't even see that building in the background, and you could potentially screw yourself up there. You could also go far right, but the problem is the green is all the way to the left. So unless you got a big wind blowing at like the 9 to the 12 o'clock, I don't know how much it's worth. So what I'm going to do is hold this button and high T it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try something different here. I actually went around. I wasn't sure if my 3-wood would get there or not. I feel much better about that, and there's a trick for you, Brandon, because I know your ass is still watching. I kind of barely made it, but hey, who's counting, right?
Keep moving.
Golfer 1 with the putter, trying for eagle. Next up, golfer 1.
Of course, I happen to reload my feed, but I see the laugh cry face, which means it's got to be Brandon. Alright, so far so good on this course. If this could go in, that would be great. And, of course, instead it's going to hit the fringe for no shot points. Thanks for nothing. Now, this hole on Dusty's tough. You could try, if you are desperate, to funnel your tee shot through those two bins. Probably not likely. You can also go to the right and do a big, spinny C3 or C2.5. Let's see if I can pull up. And then, of course, the other option is you could lay up here. It's tough because I'm probably going to go that way to be safe. You just got to be careful because you don't want to be too far back, and you also don't want to roll in that dirt because then, well, that ain't fun either.
Back to the talented golfer 1.
But the nice thing is I can just crush this. You got a little bit of a hill bounce. Actually, if the hill could bounce... Oh, come on. How did that not go in? I needed a little bit more of a friendlier hill bounce. Little too much kick.
Golfer 1 on tee.
This is another oddly tough par 4, especially for somebody like me who has super spin clubs,
That was a
and
shot.
you just got to be careful, which is why I'm going 2 clicks to the right. Oh, and that's still not good.
Golfer 1.
He's got a line in the fringe.
God, and I go to chip and I literally pushed it friggin' dead right.
Golfer 1 up at the tee.
Alright, now this is actually a fun setup because the wind's blowing, even though that pin is tucked, the wind's blowing that way, which makes it much more enjoyable to hit because if I screwed up,
Hope it's enough.
oh my god, are you friggin' kidding me? Well, there you go, Brandon. Alright, now this hole, there's a lot you can do here. You can, well, we've seen somebody bounce it off the umbrella. What I'm probably going to do to play it safe is go right around with a C3, and I'm actually going to fight. Oh, this could be beautiful. Oh, stop. Come on, stop. I hit a really good shot, and you're going to do that shit to me? Wow. I should have put bite on that. I didn't mean to come in so hot. Really thought for a second that might go in. If that had bite, it probably had some really good potential. And this is why I don't like streaming invitational contests, because what I want to do and say, and I can't.
It's check-in time.
Alright, at least we're now on Cypress Cove, which is a nice,
We're here at Cypress Cove on a gorgeous day for golf.
it's a nice throwback course I like.
We're joined today in the tower by
This also has a few holes that can set up as drivable. This is not one of them. I just wanted to crush it out there.
Golf's a lot easier when you have that power. This is where you want to be.
Really just wanted to do this, which is pull out. Oh, come on.
Change in direction.
golfer one with a birdie effort.
I've come to realize that apparently I just need to lug my charger around because my laptop hates me.
Jim, I love this job. He's sitting pretty.
So what we'll do is we will go ahead and play through this invite, and then maybe sometime later in the week we will play a few more events mode contests.
Golfer one ready to hit.
Drew, thanks for joining us. Glad to hear it. As somebody who grew up playing the older versions of Golden Tee, I absolutely... Oh, I was really hoping to get a bounce on there. Kick it back right into the hole. But,
Golfer one on tee.
yeah, if you can safely get out and play Golden Tee at a local bar, you go to goldentee.com/locations to find one near
Need
you.
to worry about the wind.
Slight
Um,
back on this hole
You
today.
can also download Golden Tee for your phone.
That one's gonna
GoldenTee.com/Apple, GoldenTee.com/Android. Woo! Could have messed that up.
Eagle field.
From Pouch. So, oh, this is beautiful. The rare straight look at this hole is so nice because then you take all the damn trees and elevation out of play.
That made the green.
I like the hybrids because they come in low. They get a nice little kickback. I also like it for chipping because it keeps my chips low, and I like to get a little too aggressive on my chips. Look at that, guys. You saw it here first. I actually stopped myself from hitting a shot that I knew was not good.
Golfer one from the tee box.
Oh, Drew, you're good. Believe me, I've played much worse before. Now, the one problem I did set myself up for here. So here's a good example. Even though it's not ideal, the 3 hybrid is going to be less likely to hit that tree than if I went to a wood. Obviously, you know, we're not comparing
One more biscuit
the
for breakfast.
woods and the iron.
Number 1 with an attempt at birdie.
Yeah, Yancey, that's a good point, too.
Ready to hit.
Really hope my laptop's not going to mess me up. I just use my laptop in high power mode all the time, which is probably a terrible option.
It's a nice spot, Jim.
At least give me some shot points. Yeah! Wow.
In the hole for eagle. Ready to tee it up. Golfer 1.
All right, now this one is tough because you gotta be careful. The 3-wood doesn't always get over that, and the problem with a high tee, you're gonna end up chipping.
No, Dorothy.
Peter, what do you think?
He'll launch it if he gives it full power.
And clearly, of course, people asking about the hybrid, and then I do terrible, shitty shots like that. And this is an invite, which is even better. I'm sure Brandon is laughing his ass off.
Oh, brother.
I didn't. Tell you what I think I'm doing and what actually happens sometimes with this trackball just doesn't go very well.
And a birdie on the par 4.
Alright, we're at 9%, 9 minutes. I do know that it cut me off early last time. And honestly, where I've got my laptop plugged in at my little desk area, it's not convenient or nearby, so we're just going to roll with it.
Way to start, Peter.
Watch it.
Oh, I can't wait for this to be a 7. Oh, 6! A 6-4! Oh, there we go. I love when I get those because
Number 1 at the tee.
they just go so well with me actually playing well. I feel like a 0 hybrid might be a necessity for this course too, especially with that tee box being so random
Golfer 1. From way
on this hole. I mean, we saw it in the course, the events mode course. You just never know.
Golfer 1 on the tee.
Please hit the green.
The brakes.
Sweet, more chipping that I can miss.
Is a horrible lie.
And it's in. Very good indeed. On tee now. Golfer 1.
Alright, well, I'll just do this now in case my laptop doesn't love me as much as I hope it does. But thank you for joining me in what we'll call the Golden Tee Lounge North for some events mode, some invitational contests. I, unfortunately, am Kevin Lindsay playing awful Golden Tee. But now that I'm working from home, you know, we will do a lot more of these streams. I'm going to spend some time tomorrow working on my little setup here so you guys can see my lovely face, because for some odd reason you all like watching me play Golden Tee. Mostly so you can see my emotional reactions to my terrible gameplay.